are our top moves. These are things I do to really help in the middle of the day, just kind of unwind my brain. So, you know, you get a little bit overwhelmed by stress during the day. And the fact is we have access to these happy hormones in our brain, either through exercise by getting blood flowing a little bit or by releasing tension in our body. And I just want to show you, when you sit all day, you're either sitting and watching TV, you're driving, you're texting on your phone, or you're at your computer. And this is even me as a Pilates instructor for what, 30 years or something crazy. We do this, and this collapses us. This creates an enormous amount of tension in our chest muscles that puts pressure on the muscles in the upper back, which causes a neck issue. So the posture changes from being aligned to being pulled in, which overstretches these muscles. They get very tired. The back of the neck gets shortened, that gets tense, right? And then these hip flexors get tight and pull, and that's what causes a problem in the lower back. So we're gonna realign ourselves, and then we're gonna generate energy by doing a few things that gets oxygen flowing, that causes the muscles to demand oxygen, and that will energize every cell in our body. And while that's happening, you're energizing your brain at the same time. Are we ready to go? Here we go, let's do it. So the first thing you're gonna do, I have a stool and it's a little higher, but you're gonna do this on your chair. You're gonna lift yourself just an inch or so off your chair. We're gonna take the arms up like this. So the arms are back by our ears. Our feet are right in line with our hips. Our abs are deep. And you're gonna just stand here. This is called chair pose. So your tush is literally 1 inch or so off your chair. So if I had a regular chair, I'm as low as I can be. I'm pretty low. This is probably where you are. You're gonna feel a lot of energy right here. If you're someone who has bad knees, this is something you can do to actually strengthen. Now, right here, you're gonna feel your abs wanna fall out. Pull them in. Your heart is probably already starting to pound or pick up a little bit as all these huge muscles, the biggest muscle groups in your body, are starting to demand energy. They're demanding oxygen to be able to hold you here. You'll feel those muscles in the upper back starting to work just to keep your arms overhead. Let them be straight, please. Okay, you're reaching. The shoulder blades are sliding down in the back, and you're trying to keep this space between your ear and your shoulders. So the neck is open, the back is wide, the chest is broad, and you'll feel these muscles, these lower back muscles. The way we relieve pain is by actually activating the muscles. And I know there are people on this right now who have lower back issues and have back pain issues. Activating the muscles gently can really decrease that. From there, we're gonna come on up, and then we're gonna lower back down. So it's a jumping jack, essentially. I call these chair pose jacks. So you drop in your chair pose and you come back up. Try to keep the chest lifted, try to keep the abs deep. Let's go, 10. Breathe, inhale, exhale, 9. Use the exhale. You will automatically inhale, so you don't have to think about that part. Just let air flow in, use the exhale. 6. I think we're on 6. 5. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, last one, rest. Roll your shoulders back and down. You feel different already. Just check in. Mentally, you feel different already. Just give yourself a moment to breathe here. Feel how alive you are, right? Whatever you could do in that, even if you were just holding, even if you were moving small, you feel different already. Okay, the next exercise, desk down dog. So from here, keep your knees bent. I want you to reach out, turn your chair around, or your desk or a counter, whatever you have, toward the back of your chair. It might be up here. I'm just going to use this. Keep the knees bent. And then we come back up to a standing by squeezing these muscles in the back, by engaging. I don't actually like the word squeeze. We want to just say engage. Okay, so it's inhale and exhale. Very important to keep your knees bent, so we keep the stretch in the belly of the hamstring, not behind the knee. You're going to go inhale and exhale. Now, as you get more into this, try to drop your chest really down toward the floor. Stretch your arms out. We're trying to release in here these muscles that get so tight from that position I showed you earlier. Where our chest gets tight, that's what causes the pain in the upper back and the neck. Inhale, exhale, 5. So now what we're doing here is we're activating these hamstrings and these glutes. We're activating these muscles that get just kind of stuck in place when we sit all day. 5 more in our lower back. Abs are deep. 4 more. So this is abdominal work, even though it doesn't look like it. 3 more. Good. 2 more. Excellent. And 1 more. And you're going to rest. Check in. So by stretching out these tight legs that get shortened from sitting at your desk, you already feel better. And now what we've done is help realign the pelvis a little bit, and that's going to decrease lower back pain. Now we've activated the back, we're going for the front. So sit in your chair, and now that you're a little warm, we can do this. Just take your feet wide, and then we're going to just turn. So it's like a lunge position, but I'm totally sitting on my chair. My tush is on this chair. I'm not working hard. And I have this leg kind of back as far as it'll go. And I'm just tucking my pelvis forward. And all I'm going to do is kind of let that go, straighten that out a little bit, and then just tuck my tailbone. So I feel this stretch, right? And let it go a little bit, and then tuck the tailbone. So it's the pelvis. Just feel like you're pushing forward, and then let it go. Feel like you're pushing your hip forward, stretch that out, and then let it go. And one more time. Excellent. You feel that big stretch through there. Other side. So by releasing in the front, again, we're going to push forward and let it go. Push forward. There's your inhale, let it go. By releasing in the front, we realign that pelvis, and that is going to take care of strain in your lower back muscles. And you're going to feel different. Good. Stand up for a second. Okay, move around a little bit. Now, we've worked the front and the back. Your hips are much more open, and you should feel different right now. You should feel much better in your lower back, even though we didn't massage it, we didn't do anything crazy, right? Nice and easy. Just by realigning our pelvis, you should feel a little bit better right now. Okay, so let's go to our neck one, and neck and upper back release. So all I'm going to have you do is sitting in your chair, take your hands back behind you. Push down. This is a modified camel pose from yoga. So your fingertips are facing forward. And we're going to push the chair away and open the chest. Don't let your chin come up. Keep your chin down so the back of the neck stays long. And you're just going to walk. Shift the pressure from your right hand to your left hand. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. So how great does that feel? You feel we're opening in the chest. And what this is doing is enervating the muscles in the upper back, right? So they release. So we're opening this chest, relax, and now we're going to enervate the muscles in the upper back. We're going to activate the chest by bringing the arms across each other, giving you a hug, squeeze, 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 and then open back up. And take it across, really squeeze the chest muscles. Good. So activate right here, squeeze, 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 open up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Now focus on the muscles between the shoulder blades. There you go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Open up. One more, squeeze the chest. And now between the shoulder blades and rest. Okay, and here's our last move. So I know you feel different by now. We've realigned your spine. Just stand up for a second and just take note. Your body's probably buzzing a little. You don't feel like you've really worked out, but you should definitely feel energized. We've oxygenated you on a cellular level in your body and your mind, right? So you feel a little clearer right now. You feel very focused right now, most likely. And now we're going to really hone in on that focus and notice what you're not doing right now. You're not worrying because your brain can't worry about the stuff on your to-do list or the stuff that's going on in your life or the pain you have or the whatever. Your brain can't do that at the same time. It's doing these exercises, or especially it's doing this. We're going to do what I call tree in the wind. So in yoga, real tree pose is challenging. It's right here, right? I'm not going to ask you to do that. We're going to do the at your office desk version. So all you're going to do is just bring a knee up, just like this. Everybody can do this. Your abs are deep. Let's find that great posture. The chest is lifted. The shoulder blades are sliding down the back. We're trying to keep our hips even though one knee is up. Try not to let that hip hike up. Use your desk to balance here. Use the back of the chair just gently with your fingertips because we do want the balance element. I don't want anyone to be scared or feel like they fall. This foot only needs to be a ½ inch off the floor, by the way. If that's all you can do, that's fine. Just balancing, putting your weight on the one foot, whatever's good for you. And then we're just going to open the knee out to the side and then bring it back. So it looks like this, open out and back. Now, however high you want to have that leg, if you can balance, you can be up here. Here's the level I'm at. This is what I would do to challenge myself. Somebody else might be holding on to their desk, and then just open out and bring it back. It might be really small, but we're going to connect it to breath now. It's going to be inhale, 2 counts, 1, 2, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 1, 2, and then let's exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time, and then we're going to switch legs. Inhale, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch sides now. Bet that feels good. Okay, your abs are deep again. Find your posture, find your balance here. If you're holding on, otherwise you're in prayer. And here we go. And we're going to inhale 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale 2. 1, 2. And inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold in stillness a moment. And then let's exhale on 2. 1, 2. Again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold in stillness. Now let's exhale. 2 last time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold there. And then come in. Good. And hold. And now put it down and rest. Here's what you just did for yourself. A balance move plus a coordinated exercise, that opening and closing, that's my tree in the wind, plus mindful, purposeful breath. We did 2 and 4, we did 4 and 2. That takes 3 positive brain centers. That takes your hippocampus, your cerebellum, and your prefrontal cortex. Your brain cannot multitask. So while all that's going on, guess what cannot be operating? Your amygdala, the fear and anxiety center. So if you think right now, if you just take this moment right now, how do you feel? We just realigned your spine, which instantly energizes you. We just realigned your joints, your pelvis, and your shoulder joints, essentially, so that we relieved some tension in oppositional muscle groups, right? So you feel better. We've energized you with oxygen, and now we've realigned your brain towards positive brain centers with a balance plus breath plus a coordinated movement activity. And if you really check in this moment and you think about the things on your to-do list, I mean, I have a big day. You think about the things that are going on in your life, and there are some huge things going on in the world right now, obviously, on top of what we already had going on. Hopefully in this moment, everything feels a little more manageable. And that's all we're trying to do, so that we're trying to put you in charge by anytime you're feeling overwhelmed or you're just not, you don't have the energy to do the things you really want to do or need to do. We're giving you any of these moves, any one of them will make you feel better in the moment, will give you a burst, give you a lift. All of them together that we just picked, you know how you feel right now. On my AnLife app, on the AnLife website, you'll see Connect library, the Connect video library. Go check that out. That has tons of these little quick brain reframing or quick 2-minute workouts, things like that, to use anytime you are feeling overwhelmed or stressed, or like you just are not in a positive place. We can use physical movement to help us reframe our brain, and that's really the goal. So even if you do a few of those throughout the day, when I'm going through hard times, it is something I absolutely rely on, like just a quick physical thing for 1 minute or 2 minutes to help me, okay, get back in. Because sometimes if you just go talk to a friend about it, you're actually giving the problems more air, right? It's not that, and I'm not asking anybody to deny their issues or handle your issues or whatever, but sometimes there's nothing to be done for the moment. We're in a wait mode, right? Wait and see, or whatever it is. And so when we're in those wait periods and life is just trucking along and there's things that there's just no more to do on, these are things that you can do to help keep you in a very, very positive brain space while some of these bigger issues are looming large for you. So I hope this was enormously helpful. And don't forget to tell folks about it. Check out that Connect platform and see if that's not something that it's designed to be just up on your desk and your computer all day, or available to you to just tap it and do 2 minutes of something just like this, any one of these things. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed this, and we have about 80 or so folks on Facebook today, and we're trying to get them all over here because that is just infinitely better for me. And so I'm so glad to see you both. I'll tell you guys who you are. She's a teacher in New York City that I've been in touch with, and I'm going to end up doing something in her school now that I'm back out and around. And Roy is someone who just did my 6-week Shape Up program through a TV station in Dallas, ABC in Dallas. So, you know, it's nice to have you both here because I know who you are, and it's great. So I will see you guys next week. Tell everybody you know we're really getting this going, and I'm trying.